What the fuck is up, Kyle? We're back. We're here. And we've got the weekly review for you. Premier League and EFL Cup. All the action coming for you. First big game of the week, Chelsea-Tottenham. Pretty handy win for Chelsea, really. Yeah. I mean, we turned it off after 2-0. They were pretty dominant throughout the whole game. No Pulisic, so we didn't really have much incentive to stay around. So
yeah, Chelsea totally dominated that game. Tottenham had no chance. I don't know what Tottenham set up against a big team. They're not going to be able to do it. Harry Kane, you saw him getting frustrated, coming deep. He always drops deep, but he was doing it a lot more, getting into positions.
You could see his frustration on his face.
Yeah, that he can't do as much as he wants to because nobody in the midfield was doing anything for him.
That's why he wanted to go to. That's why he wants to go to City.
Himself.
Everything would just be set up for him.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have to create anything. But didn't happen. So Tottenham's just going to continue to be shitty.
Yeah, Chelsea definitely smacked them around. Brighton beat Leicester 2-1.
Oh yeah.
Nobody was expecting that.
No.
Brighton not very
well equipped for this season.
No.
Not very
especially
good
against Leicester.
Forward.
Leicester, you think they're a good team. They're a good side for sure.
Top 6, 100%.
Yeah, but at 2-1, Welbeck scored for him.
What ended up being the winner, Vardy scored in like the 60-something minute to kind of get him close, but they weren't able to do anything. No. So Welbeck scored the winner. It's good to see him back and scoring.
Villa beat Everton 3-0. Just as we thought Villa was going to turn up this season. Bailey coming on, scoring the goal for him.
They're doing well. I mean, they're a young team. They've got a couple experienced players, but they're really coming into their own so far these last couple of games. I think that
3-0 over Everton's a good result.
That's a really good result.
Everton's a good side, and Bailey, that's what you want from your new signings is coming on, scoring a goal like that, and
thankfully
big 3-0 win for them. For sure.
Thankfully for United, we're not going to have to play Bailey this weekend, so that's good news for us, but bad news for Villa this weekend.
Yeah. Arsenal 1-0 win. They're got a few wins now in a row. 2 wins in a row now.
2 1-0 wins over bottom half table.
So I mean, they're gonna keep rolling. It was a free kick by Odegaard, really good free kick. I mean, they played all right the game, but Odegaard
1 goal from 4 games from open play.
Yeah.
1 goal in open play from 4 games.
Not looking too good.
Not looking hot, but they did get the result. So good on them.
Yeah. City drew 0-0 to Southampton. Was not a good game at all.
Dropped 2 points. 100% dropped 2
Southampton played really well. Came to the Etihad, played their butts off, and
Kyle
definitely
Walker-Peters.
deserved. Put in a shift. Put in a shift.
Absolutely.
Definitely deserved the draw for them. City just did not. I don't know what didn't.
They didn't have the end product. They didn't have that striker. That was the problem. I think they set up so many chances. They created so many chances, but
everybody's gonna say that for every game we lose. Every game we lose,
don't lose games.
We're gonna say that. No, that's not why we lost. Nobody was just good enough. That's all it was. They just weren't good enough.
You know what I want to know?
Their end product wasn't good enough. Their only shot on goal wasn't for a while. They didn't play very well at all.
No, they were real lackluster. But what I want to know is why nobody talks about the fact that Grealish coming in. Phil Foden has had 23 minutes of Premier League time.
He's been hurt.
23 minutes.
He's been hurt.
The whole season?
Yeah.
23 minutes.
Yes.
That's all he's got.
Yes. He's going to be back. He's going to start the next game.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Come back to this, and when he's on the bench again and goes on in the 80th minute.
I'm telling you.
Everybody's talking about
the Chelsea game. The Chelsea game. De Bruyne and Foden will be starting that game.
No way. You're
100%.
No way.
100%. 100%.
We'll see. Come back to it. Call back. Right here.
I'm telling you.
But you guys were able to pick up a win in the EFL Cup.
Yeah, EFL Cup 6-1. I mean, it was expected. It's Wickham. We should have smacked them.
Zach Steffen in the sticks.
Good goals,
That's the only thing I give a shit about with him, with City.
Zach Steffen, that boy, that we love to see him in the sticks for City. But good win. We should be beating them though.
We had better luck in the Prem this week. Lingardinho with another beautiful goal to win it. There were opportunities. Obviously, the penalty for West Ham. I mean, it probably was a penalty. He was making himself bigger. But
Luke Shaw
saves.
Should not be doing what he was doing.
No, he shouldn't have.
Sticking his arm out like that.
No.
But he should have had a pen on the other side.
That penalty shouldn't have even happened. Because Ronaldo had a stonewall penalty probably, you could argue that he had 2 penalties after the 90th minute.
So Ronaldo, a lot of the time, he was flopping. He was looking for the call. But there was one time. There was only
every single challenge.
There was only one time where it actually did look like a penalty on Ronaldo.
Yeah, that last one where they came down and scored off or almost got the penalty off of the handball. Yeah. I mean,
they got the penalty off the handball.
They almost scored.
I don't know why. This is, again, a preference on why you shouldn't bring a player on to take a penalty
when he hasn't touched
the ball. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just coming straight off the bench to take a penalty, it just doesn't make sense.
We saw it in the Euros.
Yeah, we're seeing it now.
Here. It doesn't work, but
good penalty taker.
Yeah, he's a great penalty taker. He doesn't miss really at all in the Prem.
And Dave is not a good penalty stopper.
2014 was the last time he scored a penalty. Saved a penalty. So. He's really come up big these last couple of games. These are the results where we have to turn them into wins.
Dean Henderson shaking in his boots.
Yeah.
Dean Henderson shaking in his boots.
Has never become the number one, though. It's always been Dave with Dean Henderson right there. I mean, it'll probably be Dean Henderson in a year, maybe 2, if he wants to stay. But if he doesn't want to stay, let him go. Dave's proven that he's got to be the number one right now.
Right now. EFL for United, though.
Yeah. Bad news Bears on the EFL Cup side, though. We lost 1-0. Lanzini scored from West Ham. The 9th minute, we weren't able to capitalize. It was just a bunch of players who needed to prove something, so they were not playing like a team.
Completely different 11.
And I mean, Ollie's the manager, and he's picking these lineups, but every one of those players had something to prove. So there's a reason that all of them played. They all have a reason to want to put in a shift. They're playing for the biggest club in the world. So they have to be able to be called upon in those moments, and they just weren't. We created the chances, but we had no end product. Tony was standing on the left wing. He's not playing striker. He's just probably finished at United. I don't think that he'll play another full 90 for us ever again. He'll probably have spots coming off of the bench here and there. Maybe some cup runs in the FA Cup or something, but I don't think that he's going to be playing a whole lot more, especially when Cavani comes back.
That's it.
Kind of a slow week this week for us, especially because my team lost, so couldn't really give a shit less. Good weekend in the Prem for us, though. We'll be back next weekend. We come up against Aston Villa, so that'll be a good game for us.
And we have a big game against Chelsea, so hopefully we can pull out a big win in Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
It would be pretty helpful for the season.
Yeah. So just keep coming back every video. We'll have weekly updates every week. So
that's what we're shooting for.
Whether it's Champions League, FA Cup, EFL Cup, Premier League.
We're just going to update you once a week.
We'll let you know what's happening. Just come on back. You don't even have to watch the games. You can just take our word for it. Trust us. Just listen. We know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we watch the games and we know. So if you need anybody's advice, comment, we'll let you know.
Let us know. If you want us to talk about another team, fuck it. We'll talk about another team. Let us know. Who gives a shit? Come back, sub. We'll be here next week.